CycleCruza.com presents.
When you're out here on the streets, you want to make sure that when you're riding, that your mindset is that all these cars are against you, that something's going to happen at any time. Like right here, you want to pay attention to this guy right here. You want to make sure that he sees you. You look in his eyes and that you see that he sees you going by. And sometimes if I look at the driver and they're not, say they're not looking at you, they're looking straight ahead or something, they're inching forward, crank that throttle. That's why I'm an advocate for putting on a slip-on exhaust or full exhaust or whatever, anything to make your exhaust louder. I'm all for a louder exhaust. I believe it will help keep you safe right out on the streets because it acts as your voice. You know, you can't yell with your own voice because obviously they can't hear you that well. You have a helmet on and you're moving forward, so your voice isn't going to travel like your exhaust is. So don't be afraid to use that exhaust. You know, crank the hell out of it. If you see a car, like I said, moving, inching forward, and they're not paying attention to you, say like right here, see, I'm looking at him, he sees me, you know, we're good. And but if I look at him and he's not really paying attention to me, like I said, crank the hell out of that throttle, you know, or gun it if you see that he's gonna move forward anyhow. And you want to gun it. You just want to be aware out here on the streets, man. Everything that's going on, you got to be. You can't just be sitting out here, you know, riding on your bike and oblivious to everything, just like you're in your car or something, and just cruising and not paying attention to cars around you or anything. You think everything is lovely. No, man. You have to ride, almost ride slightly paranoid, like cars are out to get you. And you always have to be thinking about a bailout plan in case something goes down. Also, when you're approaching an intersection, you always want to be aware of the cars here. If you see a car that's going a little too fast and doesn't look like it's going to stop, gun it. You know? And because I tell you guys, man, intersections are probably one of the most dangerous areas for a biker because a lot of people run red lights, man. If they run a red light, you're done. You know, it's gonna be all kinds of problems for you. You're gonna have a fucked up day. Just put it like that. But yeah, man, when you're out here, you've got to be paying attention to these cars. And also, like I said in my other videos, if you see, never want to ride parallel to a car. Never. You always want to stay in front of the car or in back of the car, and you always, and as far always a car that's in front of you, you want to stay at least 2 car lengths in back of the car, and also a car that's in back of you, you want to make sure that car is a good distance from you. And you always want to be every now and then paying attention to your mirrors there and keeping track of the traffic in back of you. Because if you see somebody that's on your tail, what you need to do is you need to either change lanes and get rid of that car from behind you, or you want to stop, pull over, and let that car pass you. Especially if you're in, you know, it's raining outside. If it's raining outside, you most definitely have to pay attention to cars in back of you, because there's a lot of people out there that are riding on bald tires. And if it rains, you know, when it rains, it activates oils and fluids on the ground that makes the surface slippery. And if they're on bald tires, man, guess what? They're gonna be in the back of your ass, and that's no joke. But, and also, I'll tell you, I'm going to give you an example of what happened to me one time. I was on my scooter, that Chinese scooter. I was riding, it was like a Friday night, or it was a Saturday night. And I was just cruising around, and I went past this bar, and there was somebody that they had to have been drinking, you know. That's why I said you always want to pay attention. You want to make sure that the car is weaving in back of you or going at a high rate of speed. You really have to pay attention, because I'll tell you, this car was flying in back of me. It was going pretty fast. It was only like the speed limit was like 25, and they had to be doing at least like 45. And I had a bad feeling that they were gonna end up hitting the back of me, because I just had a bad feeling. And what I did that can help you in the same type of situation is, you want to, when you see that car in your rearview mirror and it looks like it's going a little too fast in back of you, you turn back, look them dead square in their fucking eyes. Just stare at them and get their attention. Because I did that, and she immediately stopped when I did that. Had I just been sitting there, you know, twiddling my thumbs there, waiting for the light to change, she could have been right in the back of my ass. Because her eyes looked glassy. She looked like she had drank a few too many. And, but that's what you need to do, man. Like I said, you always want to be aware of your surroundings. Just want to give you a few tips to help you stay a little safer out here on the streets. That's all. But I got a really cool video that'll be coming up soon. I found a really awesome road with some twisties, a long, sweeping, sharp turn, some drop-offs. Man, it's the best road that I've ridden in Northeast Ohio so far. And it's only like about 20 minutes from my house. So I'm going to try to get out there this weekend and get some shots. And what's really awesome about that road is there was hardly any cars. I didn't see any bikes on the road, so it must be pretty much unknown. But I will not be giving the name of the road, because I don't want everybody and his brother riding on the road. But if I meet you guys locally around here, if I run into any of you guys out here, I'll let you know where it's at, maybe take you over there. But otherwise, I'm not telling anybody on YouTube. So you have to find it for yourself. But hey guys, that's all I have for you. So until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Show your motorcycle love and get sport bike graffiti apparel at CycleCruza.com.